So welcome back to the adventures of Qwark Thuddlemuddle, the soon-to-be but not yet famous battle mage. And before we get started with this episode, I just want to take a minute to kind of give a disclaimer about what this episode is going to be and what is going to happen periodically throughout the series. So what I was thinking about was I want to try to present these videos in an entertaining way, and in particular, I wasn't exactly sure what to do about all of the dialogue, because I'm sure you have noticed, if you've been following the series even this far, there are a ton of new NPCs in the game. Many of them are quest givers, many of them are just there for flavor, but a lot of modders went through the trouble to make some really interesting people to populate the world of Skyrim. And I want to appreciate that, and I think that some of you probably want to appreciate that as well. However, there's probably others who would think an episode that has mostly dialogue in it could be kind of boring, or worst case scenario is an episode that has a lot of dialogue and then a little bit of action and then a lot more dialogue and then maybe some action after that, and kind of in between the two. So it could very easily get frustrating having to watch an entire episode just to see the parts that you're interested in. So what I have decided to do is to try to compartmentalize these things. And so this episode, for example, because we're brand new into Whiterun, there's going to be lots and lots of people to talk to. This episode, I'm going to really focus on the dialogue with the NPCs. We're going to pick up new quests. We might run a couple of errands because some of the quests can actually be done quite quickly. Like, for example, this one that we've already picked up here of giving the frost salts to Arcadia. That's going to be very simple, no more than just running down to the alchemist shop and giving those to her. There's going to be a couple of those sorts of things, but there's going to be others that are going to be much more meaningful and long involved quests. We're going to pick all of those up in this episode. And then if that doesn't interest you, that's why I wanted to be upfront about this right now, so that you don't waste your time watching this episode. Then we will probably, I don't know how long that's exactly going to take. I don't think that's going to take the entire episode, but it's going to take a pretty big chunk of it. We'll go back to Riverwood, and we'll do the same thing there. We'll talk to the NPCs there that we haven't talked to yet. And so we'll pretty much pick up everything that there is to pick up between Whiterun and Riverwood in this episode. And then the next episode will be actually far more than focused on actually doing some of those quests, going out in the world. There'll be more danger in that episode. I'm kind of expecting this episode to not really have much in the way of danger or combat. So that's my approach. That's what I'm going to try to do. Let's see how well we can do. Now, back to the matter at hand. Let me turn my interface back on here. I love the fact that you can turn this interface on and off so easily. We're only level 2, but I think we can knock out a couple of easy quests here, or I should just say like errands. I hesitate to even call them quests, while we're in Whiterun, and I think we get experience for all of those, and so we'll do that. That might be enough to level up. I'm not exactly sure how to tell how close to leveling we are, but it's nighttime, so there's going to be a lot of people who don't even want to talk to us right now, which is fine. We'll go ahead and go to the inn. We'll probably rent a room, or actually, you know what we could do? What we could do, this would be kind of, I think, fitting for this episode. Qwark heard the rumor that the companions are hiring or recruiting. He's not exactly sure what. Now, he's obviously not much of a warrior at this point. He aspires to be, but surely they would take one look at him and and probably recoil in disgust. But maybe he can hire himself out as, you know, a servant or, you know, a cleaning boy.
One of the perks of fighting in the arena is everyone in the city knows your name. Some people don't like the fame, but not me.
Okay, I'm going to listen to Gore when he starts talking. So I don't know, maybe we can get a job here just kind of helping out, and maybe we can find some way to prove ourselves to the companions, and maybe even eventually someday
At it again.
become a companion ourselves.
Keep your balance. Nice.
Well, what's going on here? Something interesting.
I knew it.
Okay.
Going to enjoy killing you.
Not exactly what he expected when he came walking in here. But better get out of the way. This is all new. There's obviously a lot of change to your Vasker here. Is this your Vasker? Yeah, this is your Vasker, right? Almost got your Vasker and Dragon's Reach confused. Let's see who wins. My money is on the girl. I forget her name.
I'll see you burn.
Nothing against the Dunmer, but that woman warrior looks pretty tough.
This should be good.
Oh, hello.
You'll regret crossing me.
That sounded like Ayala. Can't see where she is though. All right, well this might get a little boring to watch this fight.
Kill him. If death is what you seek, you'll get your wish.
Where's Ayala at? I'm looking for her. Oh, there she is. We know her.
You think you
She
stand
was
a chance?
reasonably polite to us.
A fight?
Pretty good reskin here of Ayala. They did a good job with her. There we go. I was right. Fight's over. Excellent. Okay. Well, anyway, we were told that we're supposed to go talk to Qwark Whitemane and find out whether or not he will be willing to consider giving us a job. You know, maybe we can even become like a squire to one of the real companions, and maybe, you know, get an opportunity to kind of prove ourselves that way. Qwark's not sure quite what to expect, but there's no harm in asking, right?
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me.
Okay, are you Qwark?
A stranger comes to our hall.
So can you give me a job?
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
What?
Master,
What?
you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy?
Okay, so Qwark is confused. He worded this wrong. He was actually just asking to be, you know, a helper. But they seem to have interpreted this as actually becoming a companion. And so now they're asking him how skilled he is. Well, I have much to learn, he responds in confusion.
That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
Okay. Wow. Not exactly sure how this ended up happening, but they want us to follow this guy here, so we'll do that. And we're following him in the wrong direction. Hey, Vilcus, Okay, now I'm lost. I got lost following Vilcus. And now I'm, yeah. Where the heck am I? Actually, this is a good opportunity to explore a little bit of your Vaskar. I'm not real super... Oh, that's Farkas right there, okay. I'm not real super familiar with the Oh, here we go, okay. There we go. This is the way out. All right, so... That's the door, okay. Phew! Yeah, Qwark, not great with directions, apparently. All right, and then... Up the stairs. I think we've got everything squared away now. Let's go ahead and... Okay, here we go.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Okay, one thing that I had better do, not sure what that horn was all about. I don't want to be accused of using any magic, so we're just going to go strictly with our sword here. I'm sorry, our dagger.
Come on now. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
Okay, wow, what a fight that was. Epic. So he just wanted to see my form, and hello, we've got some dogs here. We've got Masser. And Secunda, okay, interesting. Alright, well, Qwark's still kind of a little bit confused by what's going on, but all he had to do was swing his dagger once, and apparently that was all they needed to see.
What brings you here?
Vilcus sent me with his sword.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
I'm just doing what I'm asked.
That attitude would get you far. If you were some stuffy merchant or a Jarl's footstool. Around here, you'll want to learn to live your own life. Remember, nobody rules anybody in the Companions.
Okay. Qwark is going to try to take that lesson to heart. Alright, so... someone has to be in charge, though.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman, her own.
Are you a companion?
Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel.
Okay, well, it's very nice to meet you, Eorlin. I'll need to be going now.
I have a favor to ask.
Okay, what is it?
I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me.
Didn't you just tell me not to be a servant?
This isn't a command, just decency. Help out an old blacksmith. I've got to get back to my work.
Okay, several important lessons there for Qwark to learn. One is to kind of stand up for himself a little bit more, to be his own man. But secondly, it's okay to do favors for other people out of decency, not because they're bossing you around. Okay. maybe this new life won't be so hard. Maybe he can figure this out. And in the meantime, we're going to get to deliver a sword to one of our favorite people here. Or is it a shield? I can't remember now. I think it's a shield. Okay, so we're going to take a shield to Ayala, who, as far as I'm aware, never uses a shield, but, you know, whatevs. What do you think, Gore? Are you impressed that the companions are kind of accepting me?
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
I have your shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Wait, I remember you. So the old man thinks you've got some heart, I guess.
You know this one? I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
Wow. Not really sure how to answer that. I guess, I don't care for boasting.
Ah, a man of action. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me.
Okay, very interesting.
Skjor and Ayala like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life.
Did you kind of get hung up on the table there, Farkas? Bethesda pathfinding.
The quarters are up here.
There we go.
Just
You
pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired.
figured it
Tell
out.
her we'll keep the place clean. She always has. All right, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Oh.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do,
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
So I'm looking for a way to prove myself. So how about, is there anything I can help you with?
Maybe you can help me.
What do you need?
Of course. It's all in this note.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I thought there was a, maybe it's changed now. I thought there was a way to pick up a quest from them. But we'll try again later, I suppose. Let's ask him, why did you join the Companions?
Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us.
Where do you stand on the war?
Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning.
I like that attitude. And what does it mean to be a companion?
I've never been a smart one, but the Companions welcome anyone with the heart of a warrior. When we step into battle, we fight for our own name and the name of the Companions.
Okay, very interesting. So I think we've gone through all of these. I'm not going to train. I'm not even sure what this will do. Let's find out, actually. I'm not sure what this does in the Nolvus mod, because you don't level up skills the same way in this version.
I'll show you what I can about protecting yourself.
Okay, well, I couldn't afford it anyway, but I'm not really entirely sure how that would work. I'm looking for work. Maybe this is what we need.
We've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle up in Hafengar. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
I can handle that. I think. Qwark is not exactly sure how intimidating he can be, but surely he could scare a milk drinker.
Get to it then.
Alrighty, so that's Hoffinger. I don't even know where Hoffinger is. I'm going to put this on the old map here and see. Intimidate mercenary warrior. It says in Whiterun, but that's very clearly Solitude up there. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. We shall figure that one out later. So meanwhile, we can go ahead. Oh, hello.
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
So Nyada here, she's the one who won the fist fight upstairs. So how about, why did you join the Companions?
So I wouldn't have to answer stupid questions from idiots.
Okay, I like her. What does it mean to be a companion?
Just because you've been accepted here so quickly, don't think I'm gonna help you rise any faster. Fight well, don't be a lout, and you'll be fine. You don't need my help.
Okay, excellent. Really like her. She's treating us the way that I would, quite frankly, expect to be treated.
All right, then.
How about you? I know you.
I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes.
Sure. Why did you join the Companions?
Are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the 101 orc berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides.
What does it mean to be a companion?
So much. This group, this family, this band. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of. The oldest fighting group in Skyrim, and nothing but glory from Ysgramor's day to our own. To be counted in that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much.
Okay, wow, this is quite...
Until next time.
Quite a revelation. Qwark did not realize that this was such a famous band of warriors. He's actually kind of glad he didn't know when he was actually first asking to join up, because it would have been even more intimidating than he already was. Now, how about you?
I never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days.
Okay, we deserve that, I think. Why did you join the Companions?
Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory.
What does it mean to be a companion?
It means signing on for the Nord ideas of how to live your life. Honor, battle, glory, all that. Even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord. Skjor said when I joined. I think he meant it as a compliment.
Okay, very interesting. Nice to meet you.
Then.
Meanwhile, I see a couple of books here. An Explorer's Guide to Skyrim. Pick up +4 experience points for that. I'll take it. Okay. And got another one up here. The Great War. 3 experience points for this. So I am going to obviously read these books, but I'm not really going to take the time to read through them right now. If you're interested, you can always pause the video to see them. I think that would be extremely boring to listen to me drone on, doing nothing but reading what's in these books. Oh. It looks like there's an... Oh, there we go. Walking the World. There's actually 3 books there, maybe? Okay, very, very interesting. Learning about this strange land, getting to know some of the inhabitants, talk to our new brothers and sisters in arms, all in one night's work. Okay, so, and we are thirsty, it appears. So do I not have a water skin here? I do. So there we go. My thirst is quenched. Excellent. Perfect. And I like the little...
An inn. Food for the thirsty, rooms for the weary. And now this is a temple.
Okay, this is not actually an inn, Gore, but I get what you're saying. Oh, hello. You are who? Oh, you're Farkas. I don't recognize everybody yet. Okay, let's go ahead and... Wow, check this out. That's a cave troll, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and... Let's see, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here. We probably would be better served to get a little bit of sleep, actually. Let's do that. Let's go back in. Let's get some sleep. And we'll come back out in a couple of hours. And people will be about their daily lives, and we can start continuing the conversations with them. Because it's too early to get in conversations with most of them. At the very least, we need to wait for the alchemist to open. So I'm going to assume that that's at 8 a.m. I don't remember for sure. But looks like maybe the women are on that side. So we'll sleep here on this side. And it's 6 a.m. So let's go ahead and give ourselves 4 hours of sleep. Why not? We want it to be enough to give us a little bit of rest. Oh, okay, great. And then we get to do our leveling up here. So what we've taken so far is, I think, Magicka. So this time we'll take health. Oh, we leveled up twice. Excellent. We'll take more Magicka then. Okay, and then we get 2 perks here. I'm actually going to pause the video for a second while I look at the different perks and familiarize myself with them, because this is using the Ordinator perks, and I'm just not that familiar with them, so I don't want to rush into this. I will pause the video and we'll come right back once I've made a decision. Okay, so we would like to obviously continue to get better at destruction, but we're actually blocked right now from improving destruction because we have a skill level prerequisite that we have yet to meet. So I think as a second School of Magic, since we are actually higher skill level in this one, I'm going to go ahead and take Conjuration, which is going to allow us to summon things for 35% less Magicka, and they're going to last a little bit longer, which is good. Now we could go ahead and do a second point into this Conjuration Mastery, or we could do the dual casting. Those are both options, but I actually want to maybe diversify a little bit more. I don't really want to become a necromancer, so Bone Collector is not something that's terribly appealing to me, at least not at the moment, maybe a little bit later. Bound weapons is something that is actually kind of intriguing to me, but I don't think it's a high priority. So we're going to actually not take the Mystic Binding for now. And I'm going to say, since Qwark did learn to live a little bit on the streets, he does have a little bit of basic experience with sneaking. And so we're going to actually, I think, going to continue to try to maybe improve our sneaking a bit. So let's take our Sneak Mastery at this point. So that then will do it for the perks. Now we get the skill ups, and we're just going to do more of that same idea. We're going to improve our destruction here. We might be able to do it all the way up to 25. Let's actually find out here. Can we do more destruction? Because we did level up twice here. Yes, we can. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's go ahead and get that destruction. It is now equivalent to our conjuration. Let's now... let's come back let's come over here to Thief, and I want to improve our sneak a little bit each time we level up until we get that, because even at, you know, even with the perk and these skill ups, we're still not going to be very good at sneak. So it's just going to take time and require patience to get to the point where that's going to be quite where we want it to be. And then we're going to go ahead and just balance out between conjuration and destruction here. Looks like we can get one of them up to 25. Let's make it destruction. Okay, very good. And done. Yes. Okay. Now, since we only slept for a few hours, I don't really know. We're gonna have to experiment with the mod to know just how much sleep we need each night. But at least for now, we've slept enough. I turned the wrong way, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. We have slept enough that we can now go and talk to people in the course of their daily lives.
I breathe now.
We're going to avoid the crazy man right there for now. But let's talk to this person, female Nord.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Oh, it's a shame. What's a shame? Tell me about this tree.
This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days.
And so, why haven't the pilgrims been coming?
A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kynareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol.
Is there any way to revive it?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
Oh, okay. Well, what kind of metal would work?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about a weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Well, you know what? I'm becoming a hero, so why not? I'll get Nettlebane for you.
Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay. Oh, hands me all kinds of notes here. All right. I don't know what the magic activation crystal is. So, and its value is 7,885. I don't think I'm going to take that right now. I don't want to be tempted to sell that and make myself rich. So, let's take all of these things, I suppose. Okay, very interesting. Well, I guess at this point we ought to read them. So we'll do that now. We have... What's the slave trader lost report? There's a group of bandits who started capturing buxom wenches. Our boss decided we should get some too, but we couldn't capture women with that kind of... Oh, with that kind of body. The ones we captured are a little different, but a wench is a wench, right? Anyway, for some reason, there are a lot of wenches working at several inns now, and other wenches are walking around Skyrim too. We are capturing the ones that are stupid enough to travel without a bodyguard. We are supposed to meet some members of the other bandit group at Embershard Mine to check the redhead buxom wench they captured and ask if they are interested in trading wenches. Okay. Very interesting. Anonymous letter. There may be more to this story. We will investigate further, I suppose. Someone please help. A group of necromancers are experimenting with conjuring zombies using ancient dangerous magic, which I fear will have unintended and irreversible consequences. I was expelled from their studies as their ambitions grew into folly against my warnings. They're performing a ritual to summon a large group of these foul, uncontrollable creatures as we speak in the southernmost area of Skyrim and must be stopped before it's too late. Okay. Well, then we'll try to stop them. Definitely. Dinner invitation. Investigate further. See, lots and lots of additional quests, obviously, in these thousands or hundreds of mods that we have installed here. Okay, so, Qwark Thuddlemuddle. You have been cordially invited to dinner and drinks at Bloodchill Manor. Okay, I don't like the sound of that. As an honored guest, you are encouraged to come early and mingle with the other attendees. When you are ready to feast, ask the house waiter for a menu and he will let you into the banquet hall. The finest and most delectable dishes will be on display. There will be no need for appetizers. Once everyone is ready and seated, a full course awaits. Come for the dinner, stay for the drinks. Well, how can we turn down an invitation like that? That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Farkas's delivery note. This is actually one that he gave us that we didn't look at yet. Please deliver Yellow Book of Riddles to Nimriel in Pelagia Farm. Okay. Farkas's Yellow Book of Riddles. That's what we're supposed to deliver. Let's just take a look at it here in case we haven't read it before. We haven't. We got 2 experience out of it. Okay. Letter from Tyra Bloodfire. Qwark Thuddlemuddle. My name is Tyra Bloodfire. Like Sotilde the wet ear before me, I am an orphan child of Balmora. Many years ago, I took a band of misfits and rogues and turned them into the Crimson Dirks. In our heyday, they called us thieves, bandits, apostates, and killers. And they were right, we were all of those things. But so is the Jarl who taxes the poor to starvation, the soldiers who rape and pillage the towns, the Empire who would erase our gods, and the guardsmen who would behead the innocent. I know your story. If there's going to be a judge for me, I don't want it to be them. Not the Empire, not the East Empire Company, and not the guards. Just you and the Divines. Okay, interesting. But first, I want you to prove you're a worthy judge. That seems fair. Go to the docks in Windhelm. There you'll meet a beggar in need of your aid. Some would offer him gold, others bread or wine. Offer him the alms you think will best serve him. Once you have proved your measure and your mercy, you must then show your mettle. I will wait for you at the Talos Shrine west of Windhelm. When at last we meet, I ask that you speak only with your blade, for while the tongue lies, the sword is true. Interesting. Okay. Well, it'll be a little while before we get to Windhelm. Note from Henry. Dear stranger, we don't know each other and have never met. In different dimensions, I have many other names. In this world, you can call me Henry. I am the Creator's assistant in the Hall of the Forgotten. This hall is located between your world and other worlds. Fine line for others. Therefore, the passage to this hall was sealed with a magical barrier for many years. It was a necessary measure to keep the magical artifacts and keys safe. But something terrible happened. The passage to the hall gave a crack in the magical barrier. The Creator disappeared. Most likely he was killed. The keys were stolen by unknown persons. Shortly before what happened, I was talking to the Creator. He said that in every world there is a person who must replace the Creator in the event of his death. The last time he pointed to this world, and specifically to you, stranger, I opened the passage to the Hall of the Forgotten. This passage is located in the Dragonborn Gallery. The magic barrier is still in effect, so I sent you a magic crystal that is able to lock magic into itself while it is in a special ring near the passage. So I should have taken the magic crystal as well. Oh well. Magic activation crystal, I think is what it was called. Hurry, restore the Hall of the Forgotten, return the magic keys, and fill the hall with exhibits that were previously in it. From time to time, I will leave notes on your desk. Now your caretaker, Henry. Okay. Let's see if we can still find that courier. Was this him over here? That's him. He's running away. Faster than we can chase. Where did he go? Can we catch him before he reaches the doors?
I trust you're not planning any trouble.
All right, well, I missed my chance, apparently. All right.
We don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting.
All right, so Irileth has just given them orders to defend Riverwood. We feel like a hero now. That's exactly what we came to accomplish.
Fine. What?
You sound a little drunk. Are you always drunk?
Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on.
I'll bring you that ale.
Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Okay. A chance for us to actually put our more thievish skills that we learned when we were younger to good use. Now, this pretty woman, let's talk to her. She looks like a blacksmith.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Do you work the forge all day?
That I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him.
Okay, yeah, we remember him. He was a little bit of a wimp. I'll do it.
Thanks.
All right, and let's just find out if we have anything...
Take a look.
...to sell, because we desperately need money. Yes, we do have some things we could sell. Okay, so let's sell the iron stuff. We're going to keep one longbow. We're going to sell the war axe, because we're not using that. We can sell the fur armor, because we're not using that. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff to sell here. Now, eventually, I do want to start wearing some heavy armor, but we're very far away from that, so I'm going to go ahead and sell the iron armor. And yeah, I think we're just going to dump all this. I may keep the leather hood just because I think it looks kind of cool. But these things are kind of nice to have, but I don't. You know what? I'm going to hang on to them. I was going to say it's better to not have all this weight to carry around all the time, but actually we did take that tower. We can use that tower as a temporary headquarters. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this, and I will store it in the chest at that tower, and then we can sell this Stormcloak stuff. So there we go. Very nice. We've gotten ourselves a decent amount of money. We went from 95 up to more than 500.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Okay, and we got ourselves another errand to run. Excellent. And while we're thinking about errands, I think what we want to do is... Let me talk to this person, because she's beautiful.
You lost?
All right, she doesn't really seem very friendly, however.
Strangers are nothing but trouble.
No, definitely not very friendly. Okay, well, that's good to know. What about you?
Is there something I can do for you?
Hello.
Huh?
Okay, no, we're not going to try to pick her up, Qwark. You're not confident enough to do that. Yeah, we'll come back when we have more confidence. Okay, how about you?
Yes? What is it?
Severio Pelagia. Okay, may I harvest your crops?
Of course.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. I think we have an errand to do at the Pelagia farm, I believe. Okay, so here's the alchemist. We have a delivery to make here.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Boy, this mod does a nice job with the characters. Okay.
I have several elixirs for sale.
I have some frost salts for you from Farengar.
Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
Okay, terrific. And... okay. So you're a healer?
Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed.
You ever think of returning to Cyrodiil?
Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20!
Okay, we seem to have upset her. Let's get out of here before she takes her anger out on us. And we're back to raining, okay. What do we have here?
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst.
Someone giving you trouble?
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
What if I talk to him? Maybe we can rescue this damsel in distress?
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
That's probably the type of quest that's more up Qwark's alley right now at his current level of ability, is talking to somebody rather than going out and defeating some terrifying monster. Okay, so this is a new option here. Can I exchange coins for septums? I don't think we have to do that right now. We'll have a more of a conversation with her later on when...
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables
when we
every
have
day.
done her little quest, and also when it's not pouring down rain on our heads. So let's go ahead and hop in here. The Bannered Mare.
Thank you, thank you. No, please, hold your applause. One more song. What say you?
Okay.
Yeah?
All the gold in Hammerfell isn't worth cleaning up another pool of vomit.
Oh, there once was a hero.
Well, we've got more NPCs here, so let's talk to them. So this is just a serving winch, I suppose? Can I help with anything?
It would seem so.
Have any information about captured women? Okay, so that's right, we have this quest.
It's all in this note.
Okay, I should ask some barmaid witch at an inn for more info. Okay, we just did that. Captured winches. Find the captured winch. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get a chance to worry about that later. I believe this guy is the... Okay, he just disappeared, but he's the one who sold all the spells. What's your story?
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings.
If you're hungry, Hulda has some stew straight from the fire and some mead to sate your thirst.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
I know just what you mean. The journey here was difficult, but the Bannered Mare is all right.
What brings you to Whiterun?
The gold, mainly. But there wasn't much of a choice before I did. It was either work on a farm and pray the bandits didn't get you, or join the Legion for a life of regimented boredom. As you can see, I chose my own life, and I haven't looked back since.
And what life would that be?
I'm a traveler of sorts. I spend most of my days working at the inn, helping serve drinks and the like. On occasion, some of my other skills are of use. Sometimes it's for my own pleasure, sometimes it's for the gold. Either way, it's my choice, and Hulda keeps an eye out for me.
Okay, so Qwark's ears are burning a little bit, so you're a winch?
I suppose, but I do more than serve the ale. I try not to drink either. The last time that happened, it caused a fight that spilled into the streets. Even old Baldur came down from Dragon's Reach. It was quite a sight.
Okay, she's a little intimidating to Qwark, but you do that thing with people for gold?
And?
Okay, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
How many people have you killed simply on a whim, or without even talking to? How many thousands of septums worth of items have you stolen from people who needed it more? I am not some bandit's concubine. I make a choice to live this way. I enjoy it, and there's nowhere safer than the mayor. I make an honest living, meet some nice people, and have fantastic sex from time to time. The gods gave me this body after all, and I'm more than happy to use it. Oblivion knows I'd be doing this anyway. Why not for gold too?
I suppose so.
Why? Do you think such things are shameful?
No, I'm just a little embarrassed, that's all. How about I well cough?
Oh, you're blushing. You haven't had the pleasure yet, have you? That's sweet. I'm not mocking you, traveler. And you're not alone, believe me. But even if it's not me, you will find someone soon. Don't lose hope, and it will happen naturally.
Okay.
In time.
Well, you know, maybe after I become a mighty hero, then maybe I'll think about such things. So, let's see here. Thank you. You're very beautiful.
You're not too bad yourself, but don't let that go to your head, I hear all kinds of flattery in my line of work. But we've been talking for quite a while, haven't we? I should get back to work. Thank you for stopping to talk with me, though. Keep that chin up, and you'll meet someone soon.
Okay, well, it's an interesting NPC right there. How about you, Argus?
Another curious mind, is it? Come to Argus to find the answers to all life's riddles.
No, I was just being friendly. How about, I was just wondering why you were at the bar.
Why does any man seek the comforts of a bottle? Because he's a fool who believes in the lies it spins. So, what is it you want to know? The answer to life's most difficult questions, or perhaps its most fundamental one. They say I knew them all. Well, the truth is, no one does.
And we fight all our lives.
Okay, looks like that's the end of conversation with him.
What can I do for you?
I think I've already spoken to you.
But this land is ours, and
You, female Redguard. This is Sadia, right?
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Okay, she's quite beautiful as well. I'll stop saying that though because they all seem to be. Alright, I don't really want to pay any money right now. What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Okay, I'm not actually interested in buying anything, but maybe I can actually... I might have something to sell. I do. Here, how would you like to buy some of my wine? And some more of my wine. Let's go ahead and sell it all. I don't think I need to be carrying wine around with me for the most part. I'm going to hang on to the... going to hang on to one Nord mead in case we run across somebody that we need, who asks us for something to drink. And I'm going to hang on to the Black Briar mead because that actually provides a buff, and I believe there might be a quest giver, or not a quest giver, but an encounter that you can have at some point where you might need that. But I only need one of those. Okay, very good.
Now please, no more questions.
Okay, have we...
If you're
We have
looking for
not.
the court wizard, I'm not him. Farengar is the one you want. If you wish to speak with him, you'll find him somewhere in the general direction of boredom. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's this invention called wine that requires my immediate attention.
Wait, I have some questions.
All right, if you must. As the Nords say, make it quick. Brevity would be my favorite word if it didn't have 3 syllables. Now, wine, that's a good word. Short, sweet, intoxicating. People love wine almost as much as they love whining. I'm one of those people.
Okay. I'm going to... I'm not really interested in a discussion about alcohol right now. We'll talk to you a little bit more later. Okay. Actually, what I just realized is I had better deliver the sword to Proventus Abenici before I forget about it, because it's taking up weight, and I guess we can always find him in Dragon's Reach. I guess I don't have to worry about the doors getting locked. Still, I want to get this taken care of. I don't know how well this is going to show through on the video, but the wet effects on my gear is really impressive. Really impressive. I do kind of hope that it doesn't rain quite this consistently all the time, however. I do think seasons plays into it, so maybe it's the rainy season. Okay, there he is.
I serve Jarl Baldur as steward.
I have a sword for you from your daughter.
From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Baldur when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
Wow, 20 septims. Thank you so much. I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
Okay, is there anything you need from me?
Of course. It's all in this note.
Wow, we've got so many quests right now. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at all of this. Wow, I'm not going to read them all right now, but I think we have enough to keep us busy for a long time. So maybe we should... Oh, these two I can actually do back at the Bannered Mare. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and read these notes. What's reputation? Are you the conquering hero, or will your evil ways cast the land into chaos? Your reputation, or lack of one, changes how people perceive and react to you, affecting things like prices and influence. You can view your reputation at any time in the active effects menu. There's good, and there's evil. Okay, very interesting. We'll see how that plays out. Shooting Stars leaflet. Watch. Oh, that's just a way to, I guess, modify the settings on a mod. Presumably so is Sky Shard's configurator. We'll leave that at default. The steward's note. Here we go. Qwark Thuddlemuddle. I apologize for the secrecy, but I'd rather not speak about this in front of the Jarl. In the event the information I received isn't credible, he has enough on his plate as it is. You see, earlier last week, I received a tip from an unnamed source regarding a potential assassination plot on the Jarl. Now, while we take all threats seriously, it's difficult to know just how credible this source is, and with everything that's happened as of late, I don't have the time to investigate this myself. That's why I'd like you to head to Arcadia's Cauldron and check their ledger for any suspicious purchases, in particular poisons. I've asked Arcadia to leave you a copy on her counter, look it over, find out who purchased bottles over the last few days, and confirm the reasons are legitimate. In the meantime, I'll have our cooks check every piece of food, bottle of mead, and leftover breadcrumb, just to be sure nothing is tainted. If your investigation turns up nothing, then I'll know the information I received is false, and the Jarl is safe for the time being. If not, I hope someone of your reputation can take care of the situation. That's it. That's the end. Okay. All right, very good. Wow, already trusting us with things like that. Let's go ahead and get these last two taken care of. Stranger's Plea. Qwark Thuddlemuddle, I come to you with an urgent plea. I have done unspeakable things which I have come to regret, and the consequences are imminent. If you know of the Oblivion Crisis, then you know I make no jest when I say the fate of Tamriel is at stake. It would be safer for us to speak further in person. Please meet me at the Shrine to Stendarr, located between Fort Greymoor and Rorikstead. I will lay bare my sins in Stendarr's presence. Perhaps he will grant me forgiveness. Scorvild. Okay, and one more. Warrior's Challenge. Investigate further. Long ago, my ancestors built a great hall on the mountainside north of Bilguch Mine. They called it Hindraheim, a warrior's home that rivaled Sovngarde itself. As the last of my clan, I wish to bequeath this home to a true warrior. You are not a Nord, yet I've heard your prowess in battle rivals that of most legendary fighters. I ask that you prove it with your blade. Okay, this is obviously appropriate for a little bit later in our playthrough. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's head back to the Bannered Mare. I think we'll do a couple of the things that we need to do there in the Bannered Mare. And then that's, I think, going to be that's going to be enough picking up quests for one episode, I guess I should say. We already have more than I can keep straight in my head, so we'd better start knocking some quests out as soon as we can. How are we looking from a weight standpoint? 148, okay, that's pretty good. If there was one other thing I wish I could change about this mod, it's that I wish the carrying capacity was more realistic, because it's really not very realistic to be able to carry 315 pounds around everywhere you go with, I guess that's not necessarily pounds. I don't know necessarily what the measurement is, but you know what I'm saying anyway. It's not realistic to carry that much around all the time. But that's a very minor nitpick. Let's get out of the rain. Let's see if we have anybody else to talk to in here. We don't. I meant out here. Now we're in here. Who are you? Male Nord?
Need something?
Sinmir, okay, you didn't have anything going on. I think we've already talked to everybody else here. Have we talked to Hulda? We have not. Oh, this is not Hulda. Who are you? Lynn. Excuse me?
Huh?
How about, no, that's...
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. What can I do for you?
I think there was yeah, there's just a hello here. Let's try hello.
Huh?
Seeing you has brightened my day.
That doesn't change anything.
Okay. All right, no, I'm not going to continue this right now. Qwark is not nearly confident enough to be flirtatious with the women. This is Hulda.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Oh, okay, we could do that. In fact, I think maybe we already have. I have some firewood to sell.
Honest gold for honest work.
All right, 3 septums. Wow. Yeah, I can just get rich doing that over and over again. How about, where can I learn more about magic?
Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord.
Okay, good enough. Thank you, Hulda.
God's blessings on you.
Very nice of you, okay. We do have some ale to steal in here, but there's a person in here that's going to be able to see us. That's unfortunate. There it is. There's the Argonian ale. Let's wait and see if she leaves the room, maybe? There we go. Nobody saw anything? Okay, very, very nicely done. Very deft, Qwark. And Brynwyn, did I see him?
Once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
I did not see him in here. Maybe he's back outside?
And the braggart did swagger and told of both battles in gold.
Okay, well, I'm going to run around and look for Brynwyn. But, I think that's probably enough to, oh, and there's Carlotta. Oh, that's right, we need to talk to Mikael as well. Okay, well, at this point, I don't know about you. I've kind of had enough dialogue. I'm so filled up with quests right now. I don't think any more is going to be a positive. So let's knock out some of the ones that we've got, and we'll start doing that in the next episode. So if anybody is still watching, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. We'll actually now start to get some of these things actually taken care of. So again, I appreciate you sticking with it, and I will see you all in the next episode.